So hello everyone, Grosey here, welcome back. Today we've got part number 6 of the Unhuntables podcast series with Christopher.
Hello.
And we've got the 20p coin hunt back again, the second one of these that we have done. Just to catch you up, if you're not aware, we are looking for NIFCs 1986, 2017 and 2018. The 2008 Gardener, or what's the other design? What's the other name for that?
The crowned Tudor Rose.
That's the one, which is kind of low minted, and obviously the undated 20p as well. We've got some topics to talk about today. Yeah, let's crack into it.
Before you get into the topic, though, you watch your part of the video bag to compare to how you were talking to me in my half of the podcast, and then compare to your introduction. You're very abrupt with your introduction. It came through. Hello, Grosey here.
Well,
No?
that's what I always say.
Yeah, I know that's what you say, but it's the way you say it. The introduction was it sounded very different to the way you talk.
Oh.
Anyway,
I just put emphasis on it.
I'm putting you off on the wrong footing to start your half of this video on. So.
No, it's not a problem. Not a problem. Extra 30 seconds of watch time. Can't complain. I hope you're not going to charge me extra for that. I'm joking. Dearie me. Yeah, so anyway, I think let's address the elephant in the room, which is what I wanted to unfortunately talk about, was the Benjamin Bunny rotation error, which I had graded.
I think you need to start from the beginning on this one. I think you need to start the explanation from the beginning of this one, rather than me.
And I realised that
explain.
I did a very terrible job explaining it in my video that I actually uploaded a couple of days ago from when this video is being uploaded. So essentially, Benjamin Bunny rotation errors are a thing. Essentially, I found a couple, and I thought, well, why not get one graded and see what happens, see if we can get a nice rotation or rotated dies or whatever it would say on the NGC slab. So I sent it off.
What have I been saying the entire time you've been waiting to hear this?
So you've been saying that it would be very funny if it came back without anything and it just was like a normal Benjamin Bunny.
Circulated
which
Benjamin Bunny.
Well, not circulated. The actual grade part, the numerical grade, was not important. But so yeah, essentially, Christopher was joking about that, and I was thinking, no, obviously it's going to come back an error. And I did the video, really excited, and then it just came back like a normal Benjamin Bunny with a grade. So essentially, the MS stands for mint state, which is just like a normal coin, if you like, and then the 61 is out of 70, and that's the grade. So each coin has a grade between 1 and 70.
It's the lower end of the higher end of grading.
Yeah, that's right. And yeah, there was no error description on the label on the coin, which I was absolutely gutted about, and Christopher's been finding very funny.
It's not just me. I think everyone that knows you has found this absolutely hysterical, the highlight of the year.
So yes, I've written NGC a pleasant email just explaining that.
Do you know who I am? I'm Grosey Coin Hunts.
No, just like, why is it not an error on the thing? What? Just so I could. I mean, coin collecting is all about learning, isn't it? At the end of the day.
One thing that could explain that.
What?
It might just be that the Benjamin Bunny rotation isn't a thing. They don't exist.
They do exist. Just because you've never found one and you're salty about that.
Oh, dear.
So yes. Don't worry, when you find one, you can join all us lot with our rotated Benjamin Bunnies. I know that's not the pinnacle of life, but it's still exciting to find them. But you just have to keep hunting harder. You just have to try harder, and then you might find some, Christopher.
Of course.
So yeah, that happened. Essentially, what I will do is when I receive those back in the post, I'll actually do a proper unboxing video about those, and we can delve into the world of grading a little bit more, because a lot of people pointed out that I really did not explain it very well at all in the video. I kind of just reacted. So some of you had no idea what it is you were actually looking for on there. I did put it in the comment section afterwards as a pinned comment, but anyway, enough about that. Yeah, essentially, as Christopher explained on his part of the video, go and watch that after you've watched this one. The Royal Mint tour, we just come back from that, well, the Royal Mint trip, which happened just last weekend as we are recording. And yeah, we always make it a mission to try to learn something new on each tour. And I'll start with you, actually, Christopher. What did you learn on the tour? And if you choose what I've chosen, then...
What did I learn? I saw the oil barrels for the first time. Never seen that before. They
Oh, yeah,
packaged all the coins up.
That was true. But where were they going? They were going to Kenya, weren't they?
I believe so. Yeah.
They seem to always be making Kenyan coins when we go.
Must need a lot of coins. Must be a busy population. The Chancellor of the Exchequer has been Marshal of the Mint since either 1830 or 1860. I forget which one it was.
Something like that. Yeah.
And there was one more. Oh, the Prince of Wales, Charles, then Prince of Wales, Prince Charles, struck the first 2p coin when the mint moved to Llantrisant, whereas the Queen struck the first penny there. The first coin they struck there was a penny, and she did. The second coin was the 2p, which he struck because it's got the emblem of the Prince of Wales, the ostrich feathers on it.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. And then also, what I learnt was that the Royal Mint logo is actually derived from the part of the machine which is the striking machine.
Yeah.
Because it's got like a little wheel which holds the coins or the blanks, and then it spins round.
It's the part of the machine that rotates the blanks in front of the between the dies. And
that's
it's that sort of shape. But that's old news, though.
I didn't know that though. And then the other thing I learnt as well was that Llantrisant is a reverse polo.
Oh yeah, that was true. I'd never. So obviously the residents there were quite aware of this phrasing of description of Llantrisant, whereas this was news to me. I had never heard it.
It was news. Yeah, it's a polo is a mint with a hole in it, and Llantrisant is a hole with a mint in it because it's in the Welsh valleys, which I think is quite funny.
Yeah.
But as I said, it was great to see everyone at the Mint. We got to meet some great people, great friends, and obviously some viewers as well. It really surprised me as well how
viewers were great as well, Grosey, not just your friends.
I said that. I said some great viewers as well.
I think you said and some viewers as well.
Oh well, the viewers were very nice.
I just like the viewers to realise that I think they're great, unlike Grosey.
I think they're great as well. What I was going to say was that it surprised me. I say how many? There's only a handful of people, but the people that were there were people that are just silent viewers. That they don't comment. They don't comment on the streams. Which it really opened my eyes to actually how many more people there are that actually watch beyond those people that are the regular commenters. But yeah, as I said, great to see everyone, and thank you for coming along. If you came along just to say hello to us, I'm
Definitely.
sure that's not the case. Hopefully you enjoyed the tour as well. Hilary, one of the tour guides, I think she always mentions it, and mentioned it again. 1p and 2p coins gone in 10 years. Maybe.
No.
What
Ain't
do
gonna
you
happen.
think?
Did you not remember? It was a few years ago. The government were talking about getting rid of the penny and the 2p, and the whole country went bananas, and they had to reverse their stance on that. So I don't think they're going to be removed from circulation at any time. And in fact, the penny today has less buying power than the halfpenny or halfpenny had when that was demonetised in the early 80s, 83, 84.
Something like that. Yeah.
So I think that I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that it's been such an integral part of coins for so long that it's probably here to stay for a little bit. Obviously, we've heard the Mint state 10-year claims before.
Yes,
which
that
turned out
totally
to
went
not be
undone, didn't it?
Yes, that's right. So yeah. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But
Well,
it'll be interesting to
the
see.
problem is you can't forecast 10 years ahead in business. There's so many variables now with what happens internationally, with the health pandemic that we've been through. No one could have just look at this year. All the big news stories that have hit this year. No one's going to have predicted many of those things that are going to be such dramatic and changing things and influencing the currency and coins required that you can't plan 10 years ahead. That's impossible. You can't plan on 10 years ahead in any business.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I think that's interesting. The other thing I wanted to mention as well, the Strike Your Owns, the plastic. Is it just me, or do some of my Strike Your Owns on the obverse side, the plastic looks really like...
Yeah, warped somewhat.
Yeah, and you can't see the coin properly, that's it. I don't know if I've got a good example here.
This is not a new thing, because I've noticed it on a few of them. Because
when I can show the camera,
after we've struck it and we've walked away, I obviously have a closer look at the coin. And I've noticed it on other ones where the plastic, there is like lines or mould lines or something.
I had one that had a big circle over it.
Yeah, I was about to say on this one there were a couple of circular swirls on it. Obviously not damage on the coin, but it was a bit of a shame that the packaging is a little bit duff.
Yeah, but means that you can't quite see the coin in all of its glory as you would want to. But again, I'm sure no one from the Royal Mint is watching this video. We should have mentioned it on your channel. But yeah, that would be the one bit of feedback about those. I think, did we mention it? I can't remember if we mentioned it on the last podcast or not. I think we did, about the way that the strike your own packaging is becoming a lot more uniform now.
Yeah, I have that grumble about all Royal Mint packaging, bunk packets, silver proof packets. They're all just very uniform and a bit boring. Yeah. I must admit, I thought this one did look quite smart. The queen at the bottom in black, the black sort of background to it. It looked really smart. But I just feel like it loses some of the fun of it. Like if you look at the dinosaurs or the Wallace and Gromit strike your owns, they're so unique and individual. Yeah. This homogenization of the packaging, I think, it feeds the part of the brain that wants the collection to all look uniform. But I feel like we're losing some of the uniqueness of each of the coins.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. No, definitely. And then also there was the guy that works in the actual factory bit of the Royal Mint, and the guys that wear the orange t-shirts. He said he hates coins. We asked him the question. He said he hates coins.
It's to be expected. It's to be expected. It must be one of the largest employers locally. So, are you going to always attract the people that are coin collectors? No. The same as the people that you hire in a supermarket aren't going to be people that are massive fans of produce and things like that, are they? It makes sense, doesn't it? You don't go to Staples and expect everyone to work there to be really hyped about rulers and paper clips and whatnot.
Yeah, but I guess it's not quite that you could. But something like, for example, Pets at Home or something. A lot of the people that are there, I'm sure, have a really passionate love for animals.
I guess so. But I guess you're talking about we're not talking about a huge employer. How many people does a Pets at Home employ compared to the amount of people that the Royal Mint employs?
I guess if you look at it from like a national perspective, but yeah, how did this topic get to Pets at Home from the Mint? That's so weird.
I don't know.
But no, we asked him and said, did you know how rare the Kew Gardens was going to be? And he was like, yeah, we just saw it as another coin. That blows my mind. That they just get a coin order. It's like, yeah, we'll only do 100,000 of them.
Well, this one, the Kew Gardens is an anomaly because they had an order which was then cancelled midway through. That's why so few of them.
Yeah.
There was always intended to be more, but they had overestimated and had to tell the mint, we don't need this many, we need this many. So they stopped the presses, and that's how it ended up being such a low mintage.
Right, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Is this news to you?
Well, it's not news to me, but I don't know. I still find it fascinating. That's why yeah, it's not news I hear all the time. But yeah, no, it's interesting. I think he said he worked there for like 27 years or something. So.
It was a decent stretch of time, which means obviously after you have a certain amount of years worth of service at the Royal Mint, you have the chance to purchase the Maundy coin sets.
Yes.
So that when I've spoken to Alison, I think it was, who again is one of the tour guides there, I think she runs the Royal Mint experience from time to time as well. She has had a few Maundy sets, which I think would be a really cool work perk.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, 100%. I agree. But no, anything you wanted to add to the end of this one?
Are you excited for the next two Strike Your Owns? Obviously they're Harry Potter ones, and I think we both discussed that neither of us are massive Harry Potter fans.
No, to the point where I've only watched The Chamber of Secrets. I have been to the Harry Potter experience though, in North London, so that was exciting. But yeah, no, I think I would have liked to have seen the Snowman one, I think. But this is actually a good point. So what's more bizarre than having one of the coins in a set, i.e. the Winnie the Pooh one? What's more bizarre than that is having two coins, but not all of them in the set as a strike.
I think we can safely assume that early doors next year is going to be the Dumbledore and Hogwarts ones to follow swiftly. Because I'm fairly confident that I've read and been told that there will be some sort of album packaging so you can pack all of the Strike Your Owns into them. Whether that means that there'll be holsters for the actual packaging the Strike Your Owns come in, or whether they expect you to take the Strike Your Owns out of those packaging and put it into the albums, I'm not sure.
Haven't they done something like that before with like the dinosaurs or something?
No.
Or was that with the bunk packs? You had that.
Captain Cook, you could have the 3 parts for the 3 coins, and the idea was you would put them all 3 in the little triangle.
No, not that. It was like a box, display box that you could put all
that could be it, like a little cardboard box. Yeah, that was. I see. You had the Winnie the Pooh's, James Bond.
Or is that just for the bunk packs? I think.
Yeah,
probably.
to slide the bunk packs in rather than the extra coin. But I'm excited to see what that looks like. It probably just cost a bit more money, but
yeah,
I know what I want. But do you think, had the Queen not passed away and the memorial coin not have happened, do you think we would have had the 2 Harry Potters earlier and then followed up with a Christmas snowman strike?
Probably. I think so, yes. Now you say it like that. But again, whatever you say, assume that they wouldn't have done that. So.
Exactly. I never get it right when I'm trying to second guess what's going to happen with releases or strike your owns or whatever it happens to be. So I do think though. Yeah. I do think when it changes in the new year, depending how quickly the Harry Potter ones are going to come out, I think the first one of the year is going to be a very short run. So I plan to whiz up there pretty swift after the New Year's and grab myself that, because I think obviously the 2 Harry Potters need to come out before June, because when we hit June it becomes the 26th anniversary of the Philosopher's Stone, when the coin is the series is to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Philosopher's Stone. So I think those 2 coins are going to come out quite swiftly in the new year. And they obviously have to follow the pattern and put them in as a strike your own, especially if they release these holders with 4 slots for the 4 strike your own. So my hot tip is I think we need to get down quick.
So in other words, you've got all the time in the world.
Yeah, they're not even going to do the Harry Potter strike your own next year.
Oh dear, but anyway, that all being said, go and check out Christopher's video after you watch this one, and yeah, let's get back to the 20p's that I managed to find. Right, and that is that, unfortunately. What a complete waste of time. 2 from 2008, which are not really worth anything anyway. One of them is for a date run. I have actually pulled out one of every year as well, so it's a good opportunity to get a nice date run together. But yeah, that was an absolute disaster, so I'm sure that I've lost this week. But yeah, go and check out Christopher's video. If you've enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below. Comment, subscribe, I'll see you all later. Bye bye.